What's good? Welcome to another Livewire Sports Media Update. All right. So it seems like some people keep going back and forth about this Rookie of the Year, then, and namely ESPN. Now, we heard Skip Bayless yesterday, but also Rachel Nichols, who used to be a part of ESPN, now with Fox Sports and Showtime Sports, she gave her thoughts on it, and she elaborated even more about why she would pick Caitlin as her Rookie of the Year at this moment. And Monica McNutt, as always, she comes out and talks about her reason why, and she's still standing by this standings nonsense that right now she switched her gears again, in which we knew she would have after the Fever picked up that win over the weekend. We already knew that she was switch her tune. So and then Ellen Duncan of ESPN also, she gave her reason why, and she said that beyond attendance and viewership and all that, it's strictly basketball. And she gave her reason why. And this is where we try to get people to understand that stick to basketball. Look at it from a basketball eyes perspective instead of looking at it solely of a of favorites or whatever, or who you prefer or whatever the case might be. It's basketball. If you don't know basketball and you can't see who's the better player, and you just going on bias because somebody gets McDoubles every game, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Caitlin Clark is getting double doubles too from points and assists, but there's no talk about that, you know. And then people sit here and say, well, she's a 3-point shooter. No, she does everything more than just shoot threes. Yeah, that's 3 points. 3-pointers are part of her arsenal, but that doesn't find her game. She has more tricks in the bag. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at how she handles. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to these 3 clips, and then I'll come back and give my final analysis. First, I'm gonna start with Rachel Nichols.
To me, Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year right now. She has impacted winning in a bigger way than anyone else in this rookie class. She leads all rookies in 4 or 5 of the stat categories, and her team is on pace to finish a lot better this year than it did last year, meaning she has impacted the overall state of the team, whereas Angel Reese's Sky right now are not on pace to improve. So I look at all of those things. All that being said, Angel Reese has been so impressive this year so far. Those double-doubles, we can't sleep on the record that she just set. First of all, anytime you pass Candace Parker in anything, that is an accomplishment. But also, it's the fact that it was back-to-back. So that consistency, that showing up for her team is part of the reason that Angel Reese is a worthy candidate to talk about for Rookie of the Year. I would just pick Caitlin Clark at this point.
She said a worthy candidate. She ain't say candidate. She ain't say Rookie of the Year for Angel Reese. She said a worthy candidate. That means you are worthy enough to be in the conversation of Rookie of the Year. That does not mean that you are Rookie of the Year or you should be Rookie of the Year. Because hell, if there was a bunch of rookies that just went out in the NBA and went out and got rebounds in their rookie season, got double doubles, they probably would have been Rookie of the Year, but it doesn't go down that way. It doesn't go down that way. So now let's go to Monica McNutt.
Caitlin and Aaliyah starting to cook in that pick and roll. Kelsey Mitchell now knows how to come to the ball, and Caitlin is now picking up where to find her. Timmy Fagbinley, very versatile as a 4-5 and a competitor. Like, all right, now I know I got to get my hands ready to catch these passes from Caitlin. Alyssa Smith finally turning a corner in terms of her engine. I actually think that Indiana has a good chance to be solidly in the postseason. If they are 7, that's going to be runaway in terms of Rookie of the Year, even if Angel continues like the 28 is the most double-doubles in the season. Alyssa Thomas had it last year. Angel already has 13. That will also be historic if she's able to track that. But if she tracks that and they're 9, 8, Caitlin pulls them into 7. One of my bigger metrics on this Rookie of the Year conversation is going to be how do you impact winning, and it's just hard to debate that.
Okay, so she still impacts winning no matter what, regardless of what the standing says. She still impacts her team in winning. They have a chance to go 9 games on tomorrow. Then on Friday, they have a chance to go 10 games. That puts them 3 games under 500. That means they would have to beat Phoenix for the second time again. And not knowing that the Phoenix Mercury already have injuries, and then you already know that the Washington Mystics already has the injuries. But if they win these last 2 games before they play Minnesota to close out, then if they win all the next 3 games, that puts them 11 games, 2 games under 500. And then you got to think of the scheduling for the Sky. They have the Dream, and then they got New York back to back, and then they got the Aces. There is no way in hell they're gonna beat none of them teams. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. It's not. But we continue to play with this narrative, you know what I'm saying, just to pump up Angel Reese, to tie her along with Caitlin Clark. And it's a runaway race. There is nobody impacts winning percentage, especially when it comes down to viewership, breaking records, everything. Caitlin Clark is the runaway favorite. But I understand they want to push the narrative to keep Angel Reese there, hype up her double-doubles, you know what I'm saying? And like Miss Adrienne Ross said on her channel, they want to, and something I have been saying in a lot of my videos, if y'all go back and check, I said that they want to push that cold rookie of the year solely bad because they know Caitlin Clark is the runaway favorite. They know that, you know what I'm saying? But they want to continue with this propaganda narrative to continue to have Angel Reese there and hyper her accomplishments more than Caitlin Clark, and which that's dumb because Caitlin Clark more accomplishments stand out more of Angel Reese. She only breaking rebound records and double records. That's it. She ain't impacting scoring. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say, oh, she's trying to get her scoring here and there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You adding more to your repertoire. That's fine. But look how long it took you when Cece was doing it since she stepped into the league. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, Elle Duncan is the last video I want to show y'all because she breaks it down just a little bit more too.
Questions, working in this space, knowing what I know about basketball, and again, asking more questions, I would still maybe slightly give the edge to Caitlin, putting everything else aside, like not just because of the name and the sellouts and like what she's doing for viewership, just the basketball part, right? Because most W players would tell you it is harder for a guard to translate right away in the W than it is a post player, right? And so post players tend to have success a little bit quicker. And so just because she was already up against that aspect of it, I would still probably give that that nod to Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year. But I think it's going to be a great.
See, exactly. She said for a post player, they are easily to adjust more so than a guard. So if you look at it from a guard standpoint, what Caitlin Clark is doing, she had it tough because she's been blitzed, 94 Fleet, face guarded. She got picked a lot. They knocked her off her game. So people would want to knock her 3-point shooting. Well, you got to think about it. Her shooting is effective because teams are coming at her with full blitz. You know what I'm saying? So what you expect for her to do? It's easy for Angel Reese to just run down the court, get in position, and be under the basket. She ain't out on the wing. Yeah, because she shoot through 2 threes. You ain't counting on her to shoot threes every damn game. You know what I'm saying? She's not even put in the pick and roll action to roll to the rim to score. She has an unorthodox scoring method when it comes to layups to the rim. She slings it up there, so she slings it to the backboard. So that gives her advantage to really get the rebound. You know what I'm saying? If she was to lay it up and miss and somebody gets the rebound, how many rebounds do you think she would get? But at the same time, I keep trying to explain this to y'all. Caitlin Clark is the total package. Regardless of how you look at Angel Reese or think her game has changed or whatever she's doing, that's fine and good. But you can't deny the fact that Caitlin Clark has a clear, a harder way to navigate because she got to control the offense. She got to set her teammates up. She got to get her shots when she can. And plus, she got to feed everybody else. And she got to assist, makes everything happen. So for her to rebound almost 7 rebounds a game for a guard, there ain't no damn guard in the league that's getting almost 7 rebounds a game. Hell, she's averaging almost 16, almost 17, 7 and 7 a game. Who's doing that? So at the end of the day, let's stop this nonsense about the Rookie of the Year mess, because we already know that y'all want to hype this propaganda up so much more than anything. But also, on top of that, she got snubbed out for Rookie of the Week. But hey, that's fine. She got a chance to get Rookie of the Week this week. You know what I'm saying? From what, her Saturday game, Wednesday game, and Friday game. She got a chance to get Rookie of the Week this week. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's what it is. And then on another note, CBS just came out with their polling. See, every time they change the rankings, I always love to see how everybody's just splashing Angel Reese stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? But in betting odds, who's number one? Caitlin Clark. In the CBS ranking, who's number one? Caitlin Clark. Case closed. We already know. And also, I will come back again, hopefully sometime today, to do the viewerships information. If I don't do that, I'll do it like early in the morning. So, but until then, y'all have a blessed day. CC22, let's get it, baby.